What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Jakks Godzilla King of the Monsters 12-inch Godzilla. Alright, my zillions, I can't go turntabling on this guy. His tail won't allow it. So, let's just do this intro. Monologue? I don't know what the section is called. First impressions, final thoughts, his final thoughts. I'll figure it out. Here we have the final piece of the Jakks collection that I'm getting. There is the giant colossal Godzilla, which is a reissue of the 2014, so I won't be getting that. Not that I had the 2014, but I just don't have an interest in it right now. Also, there is a mask. I won't be getting that. It was not on the stand, so I don't know if that's coming out now or, like, you know, the display at Walmart. I did get this at Walmart. This is an actual in-store purchase here, so yeah. This is it. This is the deal. This is what you're getting. So it is a 12-inch Godzilla. He is very big. And he's pretty cool. Again, I don't have that original giant colossal one, so I don't know if a lot of this is just reuse of that. Well, you know, the mold is in, you know, the files and then shrunk down, whatever. You can see here that the dorsal fins are, you know, a separate piece. So this could have been all redone and then probably given new legs because the legs are supposed to be skinnier here. Let's take a look. I don't know. I don't know if they are, but I think they're skinnier. They don't look like tremendously large to me. But they're just done in this gray, you know, charcoal gray plastic. No wash on the legs to speak of. But, you know, the sculpt work is pretty good. You do get this big seam line on the side there. It is what it is. You know, this is a $20 Godzilla at 12 inches. I think that's pretty good. You do have a seam line going down the center here. But the chest is very nice. You do have a nice wash. It's kind of like what we saw with the little ones, which is pretty cool. Same deal, it ends there. On this side, you know, this might be a deal breaker for some of you guys, but you have a lot of screw holes here. You know, they're there. My wife has suggested filling them in and painting that, so that's a good suggestion, wifey. I agree. The dorsal fins do look good. They are of a softer plastic, and as you can see, they are fitted in there, so it could quite possibly be just, you know, this is new here, so I don't know. It is done in more matte plastic, even though it's kind of, you know, reflecting my lights here right now. It is not as shiny as this plastic. The tail looks pretty good. I like that. No problem with that. We'll turn them around a little bit this way. All in all, I think this Godzilla looks pretty good. The arms look fine. You know, they're a little short, but that's Godzilla. The head sculpt here is pretty decent. There was quite a few of these. I had pretty much the pick of the litter. I don't know if anything was bought out of this display yet. Maybe a couple of pieces, but I'm not sure. But as far as this guy, I had a lot to choose from, and unfortunately there was, you know, the teeth of various quality. But this one turned out okay. It's got the yellowish teeth. You know, it's not perfect, but I'll deal with it. The tongue, if you see that line in there, that's actually supposed to be there. That was on all of them. But the tongue is pink. You know, it's a little unpainted right there, but I'm telling you, you know, there was worse ones. The eyes are painted okay. Looks totally fine. Well, except from the front. Yeah, I mean, again, it was what it was. There was, all of them were had one thing or the other, so looking at them like this, looks fine. Looking at them like that, looks fine. But yeah, From the front, not so great. But I do like his nosy. That looks good. All in all, I'd say he's okay. You know, like I really don't have a problem with him. You know, even those eyes and the screw holes, I really don't. I don't. I think he's pretty cool overall. In terms of articulation, you're not getting much either here. It's just okay. You got arm swivels. You got, ooh, God, that was tight. I didn't realize how tight that was before. So you do have thigh swivels, and then the tail has 1, 2 sections. So there you go. And I am noticing that this piece is very soft. Don't think it's bendy, but it's very, very soft, this end piece. So yeah, and it's the same material as the dorsal fins, and it looks it too, which kind of in my light looks a little weird. I hadn't noticed it before, but for sure in my light it looks odd. Before we get to size comparisons, I just backed up as far as I could here in my chair, handheld the camera, and you can see my mess. But yeah, he's a big guy, and I'll do one more size comparison with him. Not in the regular size comparisons. There's Funko Godzilla. So yeah, this dude is big, and he is large and in charge. But I thought I should definitely back it up and give you a look like that. So in terms of size comparisons, here he is with a Bandai America Godzilla 54, Revoltech Rodan, Revoltech Gamera, SH Monster Arts Godzilla 64, and 62, NECA GMK, the ultra cool 6-inch Jakks Rodan here, and the Could Be Better Ghidorah, the NECA 14, and finally the big NECA 14, which is probably the best Godzilla 14 available. And it's seriously one of my favorite pieces in my entire collection. It is so awesome. I am noticing that he is a bit taller than this one, so yeah, that's interesting. At least, you know, standing in the same position. So there you go. And this guy feels a little taller. He's obviously hefty, much more hefty than this guy. This guy is, you know, rather light, but there you have it. My final thoughts, I like this. You know, it's not perfect, but I think it looks decent enough. For 20 bucks, a 12-inch Godzilla is more than welcome in my collection. I think it's a nice representation. It's pretty much the same sculpt as the little ones you get in the battle packs. Now, there was no 6-inch one. I have, you know, I'm sure there was like some licensing deal going on with that. But this guy is worth adding to the collection. That is for sure. Alright, guys. So there you go. That is my review. Kept it pretty simple. And I hope you dug it. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time. Peace out, peeps.